I let it lapse. Uh-oh. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. Oh no, my very salty soup dried up a little bit. Damn. Still plenty of broth left, though. Tonight is a night of scrounging the bottom of the barrel, the bottom of the fridge, pantry, etc. Because I did not make all the food that I bought. Good news, I have food when I come home. But I don't know if I've mentioned, I'm going away this weekend. I am going to be, what is that? Shared moderator comments. Oh, okay. For all the moderators that I have. You know, let me just have a quick mod. We're going to have a quick mod meeting, just moderators. Just want to let you know. Just to let you know, there's a new chat feature that we have that we can communicate with each other and see bans across just one account. So we can see all the accounts that we have banned on the channel individually, but all at the same time. Oh, interesting. That's really great to know. I'm really glad that Twitch is putting these features in place, and it's really helpful for people like us who are, you know, monitoring these very busy chats in this very high viewer count stream. Yeah, it's very useful. So, okay, mod conversation done. We're back. I'm very cheeky, I know. Here we are. I have soup. Everyone else is very quiet tonight, it seems. I know. The chats are so busy. So busy that everyone's so loud. Ooh. It's just a thing being the thing. I see lots of people on there. It's always interesting to me. Like, I can never tell who is a viewer and who is a bot and what the bots are doing on my stream. Like, I never fully, like, I see the same ones come up over and over again. And I don't know who they are, what they do, why they're here. But I guess I'm glad they're here. They're learning. There are some people that are here that are not bots, I'm pretty sure. But, which I guess is good. If I open up some of these. Just out of curiosity. Interesting. I'm now sitting watching an ad on someone's current channel. Interesting. Wonder how they're here. Oh well. Anyway, I guess I'm glad they're here, I suppose. Just doesn't add to any of my, like, any of my, what's it called? Metrics. So, like, it says 1 viewers for me, right? It just says there's one viewer. But I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people who are in my chat, but not viewers. So I've never been sure what this is, why this is happening, but here we are, I guess. Whatever. Did I miss something in the Discord that people aren't going to be able to come? Like, no one's here. The usuals. I don't remember there being anything. Might have shown up in the chat before. And then that's the case. I don't know that I can get it back. I don't want to say that I'm just going to stop streaming, but the only person who's in chat and regularly watching right now is my boyfriend, who is in the living room. And I do have to pack tonight. So I guess technically my mother is also listening. So hi, Mom. But that's more by association, the fact that she's near my boyfriend who's watching. So I guess right now we'll just chill a little bit, maybe? I don't know. I haven't had a failed stream in a long time. This will be a humbling experience. I hate to jump on the Discord and call people out for it, but I do kind of want to jump on and be like, hi everybody, so if we don't get more people in chat soon, we're not gonna do it. Oh, there's someone. Hi. Welcome back to Boston, if only through the magic of the internet. You're fine that you're late, it's totally fine, but I was just musing just now, like, where is everyone? Oh god, no one's here. But at the same time, I was also talking about how I have, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people. 12 people in chat, but only 2 viewers. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry. Oof. Well, there's a low-hanging joke right there. Wedding and a funeral. So I'm going away this weekend for a wedding. To Ohio. My cousin is getting married. I am not excited for the travel because I am very tired, but I am very excited for the wedding itself. I'm sure it will be delightful, and I'm very much looking forward to it. I have an amazing outfit, and I am packing comfortable shoes because I will be hurting after about 2 hours in those heels, but that will nonetheless happen. Is there a way for me to refresh the chat over here? Because you guys are both the same color. That's weird. Ah, right there. There we go. Now you're different colors and I can see you a little bit better. Over here on this screen, you're different colors. On this screen, you're the same color. We're the same color. Now you're different. I am eating ramen and thinking, and also drinking a dark and stormy, and thinking about ice cream that I still haven't opened yet, because I do have Irish coffee ice cream. Anyway, so how much does everybody know about Edgar Allan Poe? Let me go ahead and see how much I have for space to write on. A pretty good amount of space. I'll be fine. At least I think I'll be fine. If I recall correctly, this game requires a fair amount of writing and note-taking. Warnings at Waverly. There we go. I mean, I won't have when I'm away, I won't have an annoying snoring boyfriend to contend with, but I will have an annoying snoring mother in the room with me, but she won't be sharing a bed with me, so just kidding. She has the appliance in the mouth thing that I've been sleeping fine this week, more or less. Once we got the nasal strip things, they worked relatively well. So there is that. I'm just dealing with temperature issues right now, it seems. We're in the phase of going into fall where it's too cool to use the AC, but too hot that you need something, and the fan is not doing it. Like, I don't know what to say here. Maybe it's a humidity thing more than it is an actual heat thing. I woke up a lot last night with like feeling like one side of me, the side that was against the pillow, was just like too bleh, and I'm like, I need to turn, and then I tried sleeping on the other side and it wouldn't let me actually sleep. It's very weird. Didn't enjoy it. Did not enjoy it. But yeah, there's a lot of Edgar Allan Poe in this one. It's I think it's a good game, and I know I'm kind of telegraphing things a little bit, but I think it's a good game. I think it's actually quite a lot of fun. I am excited to show it all to you, and so without further ado, wiggle that into place. You know, I'm looking at my hair in the monitor right now. I really did like the mohawk. I really did. But I look so good with this. I look so good with this. Okay. It's so much easier to take care of. It looks really good. I wanted to like the mohawk more, I think. Maybe, I don't know if it's because it was more frustrating to deal with, or if it's because it was more, it just wasn't what I wanted, what I needed to feel what like I was wearing. I don't know. So, ooh, do a shag. Okay. See, when I think of a shag hairstyle, I like, this is silly. It's one of those things that's just like imprinted in my brain as this is what I think of. I think it's SSX3 or SSX Tricky. I can't remember. This isn't what you exactly what you're talking about. It's the other thing, but it's just what's in my brain. I am not going to be able to find it, am I? Damn. Okay. Yeah, I can't find it. That's okay. My go-to character in SSX, both SSX Tricky and SSX3, and I know there were other SSX games where she was there. Those were the two that I played the most. Was Elise Riggs. And there's a thing that, like, I think it was SSX3 actually, because SSX Tricky, you could just wear different outfits, but your head never changed. In SSX3, you actually could change like your top, your pants, your accessories, your hair, your gloves, your skis, well, not skis, but all those things. And so, yeah, SSX, SSX Elise Riggs, there's like a shag style that you can add to her, and like that's the only thing that pops into my head when I think of that. But yes, so I'm looking at the Discord now, Ragnarok. That is exactly what I was thinking when I really thought about it for 5 seconds, and knowing what your hair looks like, because your hair is not bone straight like Elise, or polygonal, to be honest, like Elise Riggs in SSX3. So that looks good though. I like that. That's really cool. Let me go ahead and get the game started. I think this one's actually probably already set up because I've played this one a lot. Can I get Nancy Drew to stop talking? Okay, yeah, she shut up. So, quick. Wait. Need to make sure that my scene is properly laid out. Ooh, cherry cola. So what does cherry cola hair look like? Do you have an example by any chance? Just out of curiosity. Turn off window capture, turn on Nancy Drew. Nancy Drew. Where are you? And and I crashed the game. There we go. All right, everything's working properly now. I am going to tell you right now, there is one place in particular that I am going to cheat.
My desk. Go ahead and
like I'm just straight up going to cheat. Not going to pretend otherwise.
Be a detective. It's real.
Or even try it without
new to the mystery solving
cheating.
business. And be sure to check out my scrapbook. I put memorabilia from all my past cases in there. A lot of them were pretty dangerous and at times really scary. But don't say anything about that to my dad, okay? He worries about me enough as it is. And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That'll tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve. If you think you're ready to dive into that mystery, just click on the plane ticket and you'll be on your way.
Okay, so let's just do a little recap here because we're right now on game number 21, right? So a quick recap of the of the 20 cases that Nancy Drew has done just in the games, not including the 2 dossier games that we've just recently played, right? Because I want to go over a point that I kind of intimated in my Facebook and Twitter, Instagram post about today, right? Is that Nancy has gone undercover before, but when she goes undercover, it's like, oh, I'm an intern named Nancy Drew and a totally innocent teenager that definitely doesn't have any sleuthing experience, right? But she's had 20 cases under her belt, some of which are international, and a lot of them are like national levels of fame as well. Like Secrets Can Kill was a relatively small case. It was a small town in Florida, sure, and it was kind of small potatoes. Probably would have shown up in some local papers. That's fine. Stay tuned for Danger. She was literally saving the lives of the actors on the set of the most watched soap opera in the nation in New York City. Like, even just that alone would have catapulted her to some level of national notoriety that every other case past that point since 1999. When someone says, I'm Nancy Drew, you might be like, wait, I think I've read that name in the paper somewhere. But no, apparently not. Message in a Haunted Mansion would have at least been some level of notoriety all along the entire western coast of California. Treasure in a Royal Tower. Again, I mean, she found a secret room containing artifacts that were owned by, or owned and hidden by Marie Antoinette. Like, not a small deal. Final Scene, yeah, that one wasn't really that big in terms of like scale, right? Secret of the Scarlet Hand, like undermining and uncovering an international art and archaeological artifact black market ring, like not small deal. Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake, that one's actually kind of small as well. Haunted Carousel, that would have been, you know, there would have been some buzz, I think, on the East Coast. Not a whole lot. Danger on Deception Island, same kind of thing, more some buzz on the West Coast. Secret of Shadow Ranch, probably kind of small. Curse of Blackmore Manor, I mean, depends a little bit. She was dealing with the daughter and wife of a British diplomat and member of the British nobility. There's some level of prestige that's in there, but how much the family would have wanted to cover it up afterward and had the ability to do so, probably up there. And since there weren't a lot of witnesses to this whole thing, because it wasn't in public, yeah, fine. Secret of the Old Clock, I mean, we're going to go ahead and pretend that one doesn't really exist for this particular moment, because it took place in the 1930s, and we're not going to think too hard about that. Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon, it was literally a national event. Like, famed do-nothing party girl invites a bunch of famous people on her train, and Nancy shows up as well, and she can never get her name right. And then Nancy exposes famed party girl's scheme to essentially kill her, and it's a pretty big deal. Again, national renown. Danger by Design, this is one of those instances where she was undercover, so quote unquote, but was going by the name Nancy Drew and was surrounded by a bunch of Americans that have contacts back in the States. I mean, I guess Minette did know a friend of Nancy's from River Heights, and that's how Nancy ended up being interned there. So Minette probably just thought she could outmaneuver Nancy or could hide it well enough from Nancy and just failed. Creature of Kapu Cave, we've already been over how that one kind of flops, and therefore, for the same reasons of why it flops, you know. White Wolf of Icicle Creek, there's another one right there. Again, should have had some level of national prominence going into it, even though I know it was Canada, but close enough, you know, it's our neighbor. She was going into it being like, oh, I'm the maid and the cook, haha, name's Nancy Drew, and like everyone there should have immediately been like, wait a minute, I've heard that name. And maybe stopped for a second, but no, instead she ended up uncovering a literal like act of war and potential nuclear conflict that they still didn't really address. Legend of the Crystal Skull, she wasn't pretending to be anyone else, and it wasn't really that big. Phantom of Venice, again, international renown at that point, and how anyone that she was around at any time could have been like, oh, just an American teenager just kind of floating around, especially when the person who did the crime, you know, the actual Phantom of Venice, or the person who was running this artifact theft ring, crime ring, is a journalist and therefore should be able to do a teeny bit of research and have some contacts, I'm sure, in the United States to be like, oh yeah, no, we've heard of Nancy Drew, we've written about her before in the fucking New York Times. Like, Haunting of Castle Malloy, that was a wedding, it's fine. Ransom of the Seven Ships, and we already played through that. We know why she ended up where she was, and it was because she's Nancy Drew, not because anything else. I don't know, it's just, this is the first Nancy Drew game where she is undercover and actually undercover. Like, she's given a false identity that she uses instead of calling herself Nancy Drew, because she's going to be in upstate New York with a bunch of American teenagers who have access to the internet and phones. Within minutes, they would have clocked her as like, oh, her name is Nancy Drew, she's a sleuth. Holy crap, she's here to figure out the thing. And whoever the guilty party is would probably find a way to get away. Anyway. Enough of that. Let's play the game.
The headmistress at the Waverly Academy for Girls has asked me, begged me actually, to discover who's been leaving mysterious notes for students there and causing the strange accidents that always follow them. So malicious was the last accident, the parents of its victim are threatening to sue the school if the perpetrator isn't identified. Fast. And so, pretending to be a transfer student named Becca Sawyer, I'm going to go undercover at the upstate New York boarding school and hopefully find the culprit. I have to use a fake name instead of my real one because if any of my soon-to-be classmates plug the name Nancy Drew into an online search engine, my cover would be blown in an instant. And to make sure no one sees or hears anything that could give me away, the headmistress has forbidden me to contact her, which means I'm about to be tossed, totally on my own, into a world of bright, privileged, click-conscious teenage girls. This could be my scariest case yet.
Okay, I want to point out yet again that this is a moment when Nancy Drew, the very privileged, bright, maybe teenager, that's still not totally clear in this, teenage girl, whose father is a high-powered lawyer outside of Chicago, and who doesn't seem to have any money issues anytime for any reason, she's fine. She's fine. She'll fit right in. Like, it's fine. It's fine. I did look at that color. That's a really, really cool color. I think that's really lovely. Gives me kind of like, I don't know why it's giving me Florence Welch kind of vibes, even though Florence Welch has never had hair color that looks quite like that. It's always been a little bit more gingery red instead of like a really dark brown red, but it's still really cool. I also want to point out a little bit, because I feel like I'm legally obligated to do so. It says upstate New York, and I know I've said upstate New York as well before. It's like Albany area, which isn't really upstate New York, so whatever. Waverly School for Girls.
Let me out! Hey! This isn't funny!
That sounds like Best Marvin.
Let me out! Let me out!
Hey, you're the new person. Becca something. Becca Sawyer. I'm Corrine, the person who stuck rooming with you.
Kareen.
You're the person who stuck rooming with me. Anyway, welcome to our humble dwelling space.
Sorry if the name is particularly difficult to listen to. Given my audience, I know that's a interesting moment.
Thanks. Sorry to barge in.
Big sigh. There it is.
busy.
I knew it was coming. I'm sorry.
That's the understatement of the year. I've got 4 days to finish a 30-page research paper that has to be
Only 30 pages?
utilizing a bibliography that has to include at least 6 published, no online stuff, published sources.
That's not that hard.
Student would hate having you barge in like this.
It's not that hard.
I'm not all that normal, so you can bug me all you want. Not that you're bugging me. Well, you are technically, but you're not really because I'm so... Never mind.
I was told you could help me, get oriented.
Oh, yeah.
30 pages.
Let's see. First thing you gotta do is read the Waverly Student Guide, which is online. If you don't have a laptop, it doesn't look like you do. That one little bag is all you brought?
All my stuff's being shipped from France, Lyon. It'll be here in a couple of days. But please, go on.
Anyway, you can get online by jumping on the computer
Great
in the
lie.
library. Just make sure you read the part in the guide about Waverly's demerit system really well. It's enforced by Paige. Believe me, you do not want to mess with her. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, this floor is special because only seniors who are viable candidates for valedictorian live up here. Whoever's named valedictorian gets a full ride scholarship to the university of her choice, so it's a pretty big deal. Of course, the only truly viable candidate is me. Oh, and I should probably tell you about the curse.
The curse?
Oh, by the way,
Kids on this floor have been getting these threatening notes from someone calling herself the Black Cat. Well, the first note's a warning, but if you get a second one, something really bad happens to you. And last week, the girl in the room next door, Megan Vargas, she got a second note, and that night she ate something at dinner she was allergic to and had such a bad reaction that she had to go home. Somebody's obviously playing a prank, but a lot of kids are starting to get really freaked out.
Wait a minute. You mean the only girls to get notes from this black cat person are girls who are in the running to be valedictorian?
I hadn't really thought of it that way, but yeah, I guess that's right. Maybe somebody's jealous of us smart kids or something, or maybe it's one of us. Maybe someone's trying to scare off her competition. Whatever, it's not gonna work on me.
thanks for giving me the motive. It just, boop.
Have you ever gotten one of these black cat notes?
Yeah, I got one about 3 days ago.
No kidding. May I see it?
Sorry, I took one look at it and tore it up. But if you'd like to see the note my ex-roommate got, that one's right here. She had kind of a bad experience. Got locked in a pitch black closet overnight. See, she was claustrophobic, so when they found her the next morning, she could barely talk. And when I came back from class that afternoon, she just left. No note, no call, no text, nothing. Just gone.
When she-
Yeah, so
She tried to laugh it off, but I think she was scared. She was pretty neurotic.
What about the second?
preying on someone's trauma? Cool.
Or at least, if there was, she never said anything about it to me.
Where's that cello music coming from?
Next door, that's Mel Corbelis.
Does she ever stop playing?
Depends on her mood. When she's really, really down, I'll bet if they didn't give demerits for making noise after hours, she'd play that thing 24/7.
I mean, I'm a little biased, but I really like Mel in a lot of ways. Not only because she plays cello, so
Guess I'd better go start meeting people.
Yeah, I guess you'd better. I'm not so bad, right?
What do you mean?
It's just that, well, you're about to find out that I'm not exactly the most... Never mind. You'll see soon enough.
That sounded so dejected. Wow. This is gonna be a time. I'm guessing doing that is not a good idea. Hello, Becca.
Rachel wants me to come to her room.
Rachel Hubbard. She's in the room at the end of the hall.
Since you just transferred here and don't really have any papers due or exams to study for, unlike the rest of us, I could really use your help on this project I'm working on. Please come see me as soon as you can. My room's at the other end of the hall. Thanks to you so much. Like the rest of us? Wow, fucking... Oh, man. Those character models are just so... Yep. Those character models are a thing. They exist and are there.
Whoa, watch it! Oh, your hair's on fire. No wonder you're in a hurry.
My hair's on fire?
Just kidding. Red hair looks really good on some people. I'm Izzy Romero.
I'm Becca Sawyer. I just transferred here.
Where are you from?
From the States originally, but I came here by way of France. It's a long story.
Chouette alors. Let me have your cell phone.
My cell phone?
Yeah, so I can set you up on the local network. It'll just take a second.
Okay.
This way you'll be able to get texted and keep up on all the breaking news. There you go. Look, my room's on the other side of the study hall, but lately I've been spending most of my time in the library, so come talk to me. I'm student body president, which means when it comes to the lay of the land, I got the best map. See ya.
Her hands are not the same skin tone as her face, and that bothers me. I also want to point out that this is Mr. Mingle Says Hi, the Pomeranian from Tuesday. Like, ugh. Help, disappearing under a mound of laundry. Can I borrow some detergent? Hashtag relatable. Although I have detergent, I just...
It's okay.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm Becca Sawyer. I just moved into the room next door.
Oh, yeah, you're the transfer, the one who got kicked out of some school in France?
What? No, I didn't.
Waverly's primary source of all wisdom and truth has been suggesting otherwise. Hey, look, I don't really care, but you gotta admit it's kind of weird to be changing schools in the middle of your senior year, and the fewer gory details you provide as to why, the more kids are gonna talk. Or should I say, text?
So I'm the source of rumors already?
Welcome to Waverly.
You're quite a musician.
I taught myself to play when I was 10.
We're just gonna not talk about that anymore. That's kind of cool. Self-taught and she's playing Bach. Like, come on.
What's your roommate's name?
Megan Vargas. And if her name rings a bell, she's the one who was sent home because of an allergic reaction to something she ate after being cursed by the black cat.
You sound a little skeptical.
The black cat is just someone playing an idiotic prank. End of story.
Is that what your roommate thinks?
Look, enough about the black cat. The other girls can buy into that garbage all they want, but the pea brain that's behind this, I refuse to give her the satisfaction. So if you have questions for Megan, I think you should call her yourself. 845-555-1849.
I cannot imagine in the year 2023 giving someone else's phone number out like that.
How well do you know the girl I'm rooming with, Corrine?
Probably better than anybody. She doesn't have a lot of friends, but she's incredibly smart. Plus, she's a social outcast too, so we get along pretty well.
What makes you say she's a social outcast?
She's so desperate for people to like her, she gets on everyone's nerves. Me? I don't much care if people like me or not, but Corrine? She cares a lot. And it shows.
I'd better get going.
Sounds good.
Read much followed by more. Wonder why it was spelled with 2 O's instead of 1. Is this sampler as old as it looks?
It's old, that's for sure. My great-great-great-grandmother made it. She was in the first class of students to graduate from here. Everybody in my family who attends Waverly has to hang that thing in her room. It's tradition.
Did your mother graduate from here?
And her mother and her mother's mother ad infinitum. I come from a long line of Waverly grads. I'm what you call a legacy. I was admitted automatically.
Funny thing is that all of this is basically just like Harvard admissions. I'm just pointing out some of the things that come from previous games. Like we have the movie poster from Final Scene. See a ton over here. Creepy corner poster from Secret Clock, and then the doll from Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. Don't think I see anything else though.
It's not locked.
It's already open.
It's not locked.
You must be Becca Sawyer. Did you see my note?
I did if you're Rachel Hubbard.
That's me. And boy, am I glad you're here. See, I've got this web design project that's due by the end of the break. Only I've got 2 papers to write by then, too. So, since you're transfer and you won't really have anything to do until classes start, I was hoping you could help me.
But I don't know anything about web design.
You don't have to. I just need you to do grunt work. Take pictures and upload them mostly. The pages I'm designing will be part of the Waverly School website.
You sure that's not cheating?
Positive. It's a design class, not a photography class. What the pictures are of and where they appear on the page are all that's important, and that'll be totally up to me. I know this is kind of weird, but I'm Rachel Hubbard. I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm here on a scholarship. I blew a recent AP Chem test, which means I probably won't be valedictorian unless everybody else totally messes up. I love dogs. I hate cauliflower. My favorite subject's math, and I am desperate.
Well, I guess I could help you. Sure.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, what you need to do first is take a picture of all the valedictorian candidates. Here are their names. You have a camera cell phone, right?
Of course.
Camera cell phone. Oh, you have a camera cell phone.
Get on the computer in the library and upload them according to the instructions on that sheet. I'll check the pictures once they're up. If I want you to take any of them over, I'll leave a note for you on the page. When you're done, report back to me, all right? I may need you to do something else. In the meantime, I'm about to be late for a meeting with my advisor, so if you could get started, that would be great. I really appreciate this, Becca. See you later, okay?
Okay. That was a lot to deal with in a very short period of time.
I'm being gossiped about already? That sure didn't take long.
Right, I forgot I have to actually change everything here. Change it to purple. Some Malloy, Bullet Gardens. Yeah. There we go. Ah, the Poppy Dada painting from Secret of the Scarlet Hand. The TV. Rec room quiet hours 11 to 7, plus menu for stations.
You must be the girl who came all the way from France with just the clothes on her back? Becca something?
Becca Sawyer.
I'm Leela Yadav. Welcome to Waverly.
How come you're not working on a paper or studying like everybody else?
I'm working on 2 papers, actually, but they're both under control, so I'm taking a break. Playing the games in here keeps my reflexes sharp. People think I'm just saying that, but it's true. In fact, let's play air hockey. Come on! By helping me stay in shape, you'll be helping out your new school. You want to get off on the right foot here, don't ya?
Yeah, but
I
don't have time right
every
now.
one of these
Would I
games.
help her with her web project?
That's too bad.
So every one of these games, even if they're good, has one mini game that sucks. And this one's is air hockey for me, at least. I can't stand air hockey.
Do you think the black cat had anything to do with your wrist?
Well, my falling like that was really weird. I mean, ordinarily, I'm real coordinated. But I think it was just bad luck. Happens to everybody. I mean, look at you, being subjected to Rachel on your very first day.
Why do you say that?
She's got this bizarre schizoid thing going. She'll say something one day, then deny it the next, or she'll do something, then claim she didn't. She's actually kind of scary. You'll see. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if she's the black cat.
Really?
See, Rachel flunked a test a couple weeks ago, which means she can't be valedictorian. So maybe, in some twisted way, she thinks we're to blame and she's using this black cat stuff to freak us all out. Not that it's working. On me, at least. I've won state championships in both soccer and basketball. No way am I gonna let a couple of stupid notes get to me.
Because you're in the running for valedictorian, I need to get a close-up of you for the school website, if that's okay.
This is the other thing that this is a couple of things that I find frustrating, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Getting pictures is one of those things.
Is there a problem?
Do you ever hang out with my roommate, Corinne?
Not if I can help it.
Why not?
She's just a pain. She tries so hard to fit in that it turns people off. Most people, at least. Mel Corbelis and her are friends. No big surprise. After all, weirdos of a feather flock together.
I've bugged you enough for now.
That's all right. I'm kind of waiting for my boyfriend to call. He goes to Oxborough. That's the boys' school just down the road. Talking to you helped kill the time. I'll see ya.
And that's it. We don't have to do the mini game right now, which is nice because I don't want to do it right now. Do not want to do. What that is, but we're taking it because full klepto mode, full Nancy. That is the Nancy Drew silhouette right there. Like, the woman is famous enough that she has her own silhouette popping up in someone else's school.
Bonjour. Unfortunately, that and chouette alors are all the French I know. Hey, my condolences on your roommate assignment. You know, it might not be too late to get it changed.
You don't like Corinne either?
Nobody likes Corinne.
She must have some friends.
Nope. Nobody who's worth being friends with, anyway. But look.
Wow.
Everyone knows rooming with Corinne wasn't your idea. As long as you don't hang out with her, nobody's gonna hold it against you.
Why do I get the feeling that that doesn't mean anything?
Sounds like who you hang out with around here is pretty important.
Hey, this is the real world.
No, it's
No
not.
matter where you are. Now, I'm lucky. My roommate's Leela Yadev, athletic superstar and savior of Waverly's athletic program. We actually get along fine. Probably because we're pretty much equals. Everyone knows who she is, and everyone knows who I am. A word to the wise. Avoid hanging out with your roommate as much as possible.
Okay if I take a close-up of you? Rachel needs it for the school website.
Rachel roped you into helping her, huh? Lucky you. Your first day, you get to spend it with every loser in our class. Ready for my close-up, darling?
You're supposed to do the hand thing.
Can we do this, please?
I'm ready for my close-up, darling. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do the whole hands thing.
I get the impression Rachel's not one of your favorite people.
She's no one's favorite people. Even Corinne doesn't like her.
She doesn't have one single friend?
Nope. She has no business being here, either socially or academically, and she knows it. She makes no effort to fit in because she knows she never will. Gotta give her that much.
Apparently, I need to get a password from you before I can use the school's computer.
That's right. Unfortunately, I need to finish this DNA model before I can give it to you. Too bad, huh?
Want me to help you?
Too bad, huh?
Excellent idea.
Remember that whole free labor thing?
You just have to make sure adenine is always paired with thymine and cytosine is always paired with guanine. And make sure each pair is connected to a sugar on the alternating sugar phosphate side. Just jump in, you'll figure it out. When you're done, bring it back, and if you get it right, I'll tell you the password.
Sounds good.
So you know how to do it, you just don't want to do it.
What's your take on Mel?
All that edgy, free spirit, deep thinking stuff is just an act. She knows she can't cut it here, so she's making it look like she doesn't care.
You don't think she's that smart?
Book smart? Maybe. People smart? Complete zero. If her mother hadn't gone here, they wouldn't have allowed her within 50 miles of this place. In fact, I think she's a borderline psychopath.
Have you gotten any notes from the Black Cat?
Everyone on the Valcan floor has. The valedictorian candidate floor. Our floor.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Not as far as I know. Although, supposedly, there was a teacher here once, a long time ago, that none of the students liked. They were always playing tricks on her, scaring her and stuff, until one day one of their pranks gave her a heart attack, and she died. Her black cat went running off into the woods during the funeral and never came back. But for years after that, people would spot it lurking in the shadows, and whenever they did, something bad would happen. They said it was the teacher, Miss Hallowell, coming back as her cat to get revenge. Somebody around here is obviously trying to get some mileage out of a silly ghost story. One the headmistress is trying desperately to squelch, by the way. So remember, you didn't hear it from me.
Yeah, Nancy is just kind of moving into the valedictorian floor, no explanation. There's an open bed there, sure, but like, you're telling me there are no other open beds anywhere else in the school dorms? And if there are, none of the people in those dorms are gonna talk about the fact that they've got an open bed and Nancy isn't there. Like,
Any idea who the Black Cat is?
why is she getting moved into the main hall? We don't know, you
A
know.
little psycho. And Black Cat's strange mishaps, it all fits in with that inane goth thing she's got going. I mean, who else could it be?
I'll catch you later.
Pop in anytime.
Anytime? Okay. Hold on a sec. Ow. Okay. Now that was a weird looking, but you know what? Don't think about it. Okay. All right. Yellow always goes with black. Red always goes with blue. Oh no! That's okay, Dreamy. That's totally okay if you need to check out and just chill. You know, you can sit here and chill as long as you like. You can go to bed. That's fine. Get some rest. Make sure that you're feeling better. Even though we are past the point where it is normally lethal, COVID is still no joke. Which reminds me, I have to take a COVID test. Not that I have symptoms. I just need to take a test before going to the wedding. We're leaving. That one. That one either. Could be that one. I know not. Ugh. There's no music right now and it bothers me. There it is. There are only two possibilities here. Either that, well, nope, that's not a possibility. Problem solved. That can't be there. That cannot be there. Still could be either this one or that one. That's right. I am so glad that the ND music comes back when you ask. I wish it were like that with every game. And yeah, kids getting you sick, I totally know what that's like. Like, I don't deal with kindergartners, so, or preschoolers. So I'm not dealing with like children that are getting sick, but I am dealing with college students that, especially during midterms and finals week, do not take care of their health enough. Which means that, yeah, I am very much exposed during those times. I always make sure to get my, I try to get my flu shot in October so that it lasts as long as possible for when they come back too. Because the earlier you get the flu shot, the earlier the flu shot protection wanes, actually. Which is why I always try and get mine in October. November, if I could push it, honestly, but November is also kind of pushing it too. At that point, you're getting past midterms, and midterms is one of the times where they're going to start, you know, falling apart a little bit. What do I do here? This is...
Hardcore is a mega. Hardcore, all right, yeah.
You just start trying things. No, that doesn't work. It needs to be yeah, one of these things. There are 2 possibilities here so far. 3 possibilities. Ugh. How about this down here? This is small. White, brown, white. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I didn't do a very good job of taking care of myself my freshman year, that's for sure. My freshman year, my finals week, I got so dehydrated because I wasn't eating properly. I was basically drinking soda every single day, and that was all I was drinking, nothing else. And eating just like crappy food. 2 hours after my last final, I started feeling a pain in my abdomen, and then by the time I got home from school, the pain was so much that I ended up having I almost went... Did I go to the emergency room? I can't remember. I don't remember if I went to the emergency room or not. I think I might have. We called the doctor at least. All I needed to do was drink water. It was literally just water. That was all I needed to do. Can't do that actually, can I? Do that though. I mean, again, it could be here, it could be there. I don't know. It's not good enough. Let's just keep going with it. We'll see what happens. I know not what I do. That's potentially right, actually. It could be. Oh, this is rough. 4 Nalgene bodies. Oh my god. I mean, I do have a lot of water at this point. I drink a lot. And that's because I bike to work every day, and you get thirsty. You have to drink. And I drink coffee every morning, which I know is not the most hydrating thing, but it is hydrating nonetheless. You know, it counts. It counts. Damn. Can I back out of this and start again? No. No, I can't. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a hint. Not gonna go too far, but a little bit of a hint, just so that I can get this started. You're losing your mind with these silly little beads. Yeah, that's the feeling, that's for sure. Well, so far, I'm correct in almost everything, except for that. I was correct with this, which means that this has to go here. Don't look at this anymore. I am on the right path.
Amber.
Amber. And I'm already almost finished. Yeah, there we go. I was so close.
Finished with that DNA model?
Yup.
Yep. Awesome. Okay, your password is WAC35NE136.
WAC35NE136. Got it. Thanks.
What else is going on?
What do you think your chances are for making valedictorian?
Chance has nothing to do with it. I deserve to be valedictorian. Therefore, I'm going to be valedictorian.
What if there's a tie for the highest grade point average?
It's not just a matter of getting the highest grades. The faculty also looks at extracurricular activities, leadership, community service, school spirit, things I totally excel at.
Spoken like someone who doesn't have the highest GPA.
I'm going to Harvard.
I'll catch you later.
How reductive. Harvard is now, I think, the 7th best school in the United States. They've dropped down quite a lot in rankings because they no longer, the U.S. World News no longer considers the endowment as part of the ranking. So Harvard is no longer in the top 5. The Amber thing, that is from, oh my god, that is from perhaps one of the most insane games that I've played in the last like 2-3 years, maybe even, called, oop, that's my phone doing a thing. Goth Girl Gets Second BC. The Amber thing comes from, I'm trying to remember the name of the game. Oh my god. Well, that looks terrible. The Council, that's what it is. It comes from the game The Council, which is this just off the rails, batshit crazy game that was interesting to play. At least it was really interesting and even more fun to make fun of. And the thing is that as you go around, there are all these different collectibles and things, and amber was one of them, like little pieces of amber, crust, like the crystallized, fossilized tree sap, so amber. And it was a resource that you could spend throughout the game in its particular way. I don't remember exactly how, but every time you would find a piece, the protagonist would say something that was like a piece of amber, like something like that. But the way he said amber, especially when it was just amber by itself, is just so weirdly and out of place sensually. He was just like, amber, and it's like, what the fuck are you saying, and why are you saying it like that? Like, why are you saying it like that? It should be kind of like, oh cool, amber, like, neat, I found this thing that's helpful to me, instead of like, amber. Like, why is it so sensual? I don't like it. There we go.
I'm in charge of the snack shop? This should be interesting. I don't even know where it is.
Yes, you do. You looked right at it, darling. picturesque upstate New York. Oh good, none of the links work. Okay, I actually take myself back. I forgot. It is actually in upstate because nestled in the picturesque setting of the Adirondacks. I am incorrect, which actually makes sense for what it is, you know, given that it was, you know, it's a private school, private girls' school for basically a finishing school in a lot of ways for the upper classes. Adirondacks would have made some sense for, you know, the late 1800s, which established in 1866. Exactly. Shortly after the end of the Civil War, conflict over importance of educating youth today. Women inspired the creative school that would lead the nation, providing unparalleled level of education for young girls. Harriet Ramsay, Rita Hallowell, Mabel Whittier, and Esther Abbott. 14 girls in the fall of 1866. Well, that one works. It just goes to a 404 error. All right. So wrong. AP and honors levels, blah, blah, blah. Well, so that's the thing. Waverly, New York exists, but like you said, it's on the Pennsylvania-New York border, and that is nowhere near the Adirondacks. So if it's in the Adirondacks, Waverly Academy is like north. So my family's from the Adirondacks. I know it well. Library catalog. It contains over 20,000 items. How small? The Jasmine Ivy Library. Jasmine Ivy, as in the actress that we dealt with in the last game. Does she say it takes place in Waverly, New York? Okay, hold on then. It can't be in the Adirondacks then. Oh wait, no, there's actually an address. How is there an address? Oh, Quigley Kim was actually an alumnus. Beatrice Hotchkiss? Hell yeah, baby! Okay, actually, it's not in Waverly. That's the thing. It's in Averyville. It says Waverly Academy is located on 523 North 7th Street, Averyville, New York. How do we know that? And there's a map here with 24 buildings on 20 acres nestled near Lake Placid, which is near where my family's from. How did I never know this before? Wait a minute. What? This is crazy. How do we know? Where did this map come from? I mean, this was around the time that Her Interactive started doing a whole bunch of things, but on their blog, like a bunch of viral marketing stuff. Let me see if I can find the original of the map. Not the wooden map. Not the damn wooden map. So it's near Lake Placid. How do we know it's near Lake Placid? That's what I want to know. They didn't give us an actual didn't give an actual source for the photo. Yeah, the Waverly Academy on the Nancy Drew Wiki says state of New York near Lake Placid. But what's the source for that? There's no source for this. That's why I hate wikis. I'm sorry I'm spending so much time on this. I am like suddenly very Averyville. I don't know where they got this from. Okay, I guess I have to keep an eye out for things. And Averyville, New York is a real place. And it is actually close to Lake Placid. Yeah? Okay, I mean, I don't know it. My mother might. Ask her. She's in the other room. I don't know that there's anything in Averyville. But it is close to Lake Placid and Saranac. That's so weird. All right, I gotta stop. Jasmine Ivory Library is a state-of-the-art resource center. It only has 20,000 items. That includes books, videos, CDs, and DVDs. Over 100 periodicals, but you only have 20,000 items. How does that work? Anyway. The recently renovated library boasts new wireless connections and an interlibrary loan system that connects students with millions of books statewide. No, interlibrary loan system that connects you with billions of trillions of books worldwide.
I heard this from your mother. It's story on the couch.
Well, my mother's in the room, everybody. Averyville, New York.
Okay.
Close to Lake Placid. Kind of. Yeah. Apparently this takes place in Averyville. I still haven't found a source for how it takes place in Averyville, but when it said upstate New York, for some reason I thought, oh, it's close to Albany, it's not actual upstate. And then they say on the website that's in the game that it's in the Adirondacks. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I looked on the wiki, and the wiki says it's near Lake Placid in Averyville. And I'm like, wait, so that's actually upstate. Hold on. But I can't find... It's just a little south. I actually did Google it. It's a little south of Lake Placid. It is actually close.
Oh, I know. I see, yeah. So, like, there's near Tupper Lake, there's like little hamlets. They're called, I think.
Okay. I mean, Averyville really does not look like there's much. There's literally like a road that goes into it, and there's nothing else.
Right.
Here. It's right there, and then Placid's right over there.
Oh, okay.
So it's close.
Yeah.
It's kind of like halfway between Saranac and Placid, and then like just south.
Yeah.
So it's a real place, and it is actually there, but like apparently there's an address and everything that's all in the wiki, and I cannot find it anywhere in the game, so I don't know what source it's drawing from, so I can't actually tell whether it's real or not, but still blowing my mind a little right now on camera. Hi, Digishell. My mom says hi. Yeah. Anyway, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Wait. There we go. Academics, I think. Such good photos. Alright, so I know there's a little, not cheat, but exploit. Rachel will tell you very quickly whether bad framing zoom out. Okay. Obviously, she has things she wants done the proper way, but he could just, you know...
How's it going?
I need to take your picture again. Sorry.
Fine with me. Just push the button already!
The Missing Book of Stories by Edgar Allan Poe. Do you by any chance know where it is?
No. No offense, but some of the questions you ask are kind of strange.
I read your blog on the
I
school.
don't know why that would be strange, but okay.
I thought it was awesome.
Gotta keep my name out there, you know, and my face. I mean, it's doubtful some rich, powerful person is gonna be checking out Waverly's website, but you never know.
I've harassed you enough.
Pop in anytime.
All right, let's see if this is good framing. She has no comments. All right, so I think we've got a good, well, at least one good photo. Nobody in this game sounds like a teenager. I mean, fair. Snack shop, I'm not gonna
Attention.
do any of that. I know how to play this.
Now the snack
It's fine.
shop is open.
Nola, apple.
I hate to admit it, but I really like calculus.
No, you don't.
No, I do. I love going to that class.
Everybody does. Mr. Harris is like the best looking teacher
Orders ready.
in the whole universe.
Mr. Harris. Oh, hi, Digishell. I mean, I knew you were there, but thank you for the gift sub. That's very nice of you. I don't know that is that wrong because I put it in the wrong direction? I don't actually know. Having a moment. Ding.
Come get your order.
Okay, good. A bagel, not toasted, with double cheese. That's something. And nuts.
Food's ready.
Water, pretzels, chocolate bar. See, this person, I like them.
Order's ready.
Bagel with tomato. That's it. No, not even toasted. Just a bagel with tomato. An orange, a cookie, and water. Like, yikes.
There. All done. Whoa. Wonder what this is to.
A random key that someone just gave me. How fabulous.
I need to take your picture again. You mind?
Go right ahead. Fire away.
Are you and Izzy pretty good friends?
We get along. We're roommates.
Final stress meal. Oh my god. True though.
That's just the way the
Fucking
room
true.
assignments worked out.
So you don't like her that much?
I like her fine. She's smart, she's pretty, she's popular, she's always got a boyfriend. What's not to like?
Anything about her? Personality, interests?
Any idea what happened to the book of Poe stories that's missing from the library?
I sure don't have it. Mel, our resident goth girl, she probably does. That freak's probably working on a way to bring him back from the dead so he can autograph it.
That's
That
it.
is an assertion. Okay. People look so uncomfortable, I swear to God. Like, It's just the most uncomfortable smile. All right. We're happy with that one too. All right. We can work with this.
Hi. Hey, how come I couldn't find anything about you online, like on your page?
Is that a big deal?
Your page.
Yeah. I mean, anyone under the age of like 30 who doesn't have something up on your page either A, has been living on Mars, or B, is seriously weird. And since it doesn't look like either of those apply.
Or your page is standing for Facebook, and Facebook...
For personal reasons.
Bad lie, Nancy.
You have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Well, who is he? Where does he live? Come on, you can tell me stuff. I'm your roommate.
I'm sorry, but I'd rather not talk about him right now, okay?
Yeah, okay, whatever. So what do you want to talk about?
Jesus, this is getting really emotional for this level of knowing you. But like, your page, Facebook, don't want information in a random company. Just say that. It's easy. Like, yeah, you'll go across as kind of weird, but like, everybody on this whole fucking floor is weird, let's be honest.
I met Mel. She's very different.
Yeah, I think that's why we're friends. She did say I was her friend, right? Oh, sorry, that was dumb. There we go, sounding all insecure and loserish again.
Are you a Waverly legacy like Mel is?
As if. I earned my way into this place. I was accepted because I was the most deserving applicant, like, ever. Those are my words, not the school's, of course, but it's still true.
Sure. Okay.
I met Leela. She was in the rec room.
She's usually in the gym, either bouncing, kicking, hitting, or throwing some kind of ball. You name a sport, she's great at it. And competitive? That girl loves to win, and almost always does.
Some really competitive people cheat. Does she?
Insecure and loser because your name is pronounced wrong.
Come on, a valedictorian? No way. Something's hinky somewhere.
Hinky?
Speaking of hinky,
Hinky?
started wrapping her wrist about a week ago, but is it actually hurt? Debatable.
Could she?
It would make so much more sense if it were a college.
So it's real hard for me to believe she's smart enough to, 1, secretly be the Black Cat, and 2, divert suspicion by faking an injury and making herself look like a victim of the Black Cat. But I have to admit, it is possible.
Rachel enlisted me to help her get her web project done.
Better you than me.
You don't like her?
Let's just say she's not one of my favorite people. She's kinda flaky. Like last month, she flunked a test that took her out of the running for valedictorian. Technically, she shouldn't even be on this floor anymore.
I need to take a
I
close...
love that idea, that there's a floor that's only filled with valedictorian candidates.
Out your camera and let's get it over with. Cheese.
And like, you have to be a valedictorian candidate in order to even stay there. And if you are somehow no longer a valedictorian candidate, like, you just get kicked out. Like, where the fuck do you go? Do they just give you a new fucking room?
Any idea where that
This
book
makes no
is
sense. It's stupid.
Why? Are you an Edgar Allan Poe fan?
I'd like to find it so I can earn some extra credits.
You and me both. Unfortunately, I don't have a clue who has it.
Any idea why it would be missing?
Somebody must have wanted that book and not wanted anyone to know they wanted it. That's all I can figure.
Did it go missing before or after notes from the Black Cat started showing up?
Before. Right before, in fact. I see what you're getting at. It was called the Black Cat, wasn't it? That's kind of freaky.
I'd better get going. Bye.
Later.
Yeah, I don't know how old Nancy is. That's kind of something that's hanging over me in this game.
It's already open.
It's not locked.
What's going on?
Do you hang out with Izzy much?
I don't hang out with her at all. I can't stand her. She's so fake and vacuous. It's like talking to a mannequin.
How can she be back?
Yeah, that's kind of how it feels with everything dreamy. You're not wrong.
No.
And then also it adds the extra level of stakes, like, because the valedictorian candidates get a scholarship, a full ride scholarship to the school of her choice, right? So then that's some level of stake for the motivation for taking out the competition, the valedictorian race, which sets up the whole plot. But yeah, there's definitely the whole thing, like, Mel is a legacy admission. Okay, yeah, that's a Harvard thing. That's a Yale thing. Like, that's an Ivy League college thing. It also means if Mel is a legacy admission, that's because her family's fucking filthy rich. Just saying.
Are you friends with Leela?
No. although I used to be. Of course, that was in grade school, before she got caught up in sports. Now all she thinks about is competing and...
We'll get into how wealthy these people are in a little bit, trust me.
Do you think she's smart?
Extremely. Which, to me, makes her descent into jockdom even sadder.
Do most kids like her?
I'm not a fan, but everyone else? You bet.
I mean, technically, she was already graduated from high school in 1930. 1932, you know?
No, Rachel.
Not well. We don't hang out.
How come?
We have nothing in common. Plus, there's something about her that's a little off.
Why do you think she flunked that test?
Because she's not that smart. In fact, when it comes to being valedictorian, it's a mystery how she ever made it this far.
Yikes. That's a fucking read.
I need to take a close-up of you for a page on the school website I'm helping put up.
The school wants my picture on its website? Groovy. Blast away.
I mean, is it illegal if the headmistress is the one who invited you to do it as essentially a...
Hold up.
No.
So take the picture.
You're so impatient.
Who do you think the black cat is?
I don't do conversations on that subject, remember? Especially when it's so obvious that it's Izzy.
What makes it so obvious?
Izzy doesn't deserve to be valedictorian, and she knows it. She also knows she'll never get into an Ivy League school unless she's valedictorian. So, she has to eliminate the competition.
Honestly, she probably could have gotten in as like a student teacher.
A book called The Black Cat and Other Poe Stories?
The one that's missing from the library? Sure don't. I've never been much into Edgar. He's a little over the top, even for me.
I'll let you get back
So
to
who's your preferred American Gothic author of choice? Nothing. Way. Back. See what? Nothing. Cool. All right. It's all there. It's all fine. It's all good. Cool.
I'll catch you later.
No prob.
Sylvia Plath. You know what? That would work. That would work. Sylvia Plath. Edgar's over the top, and Sylvia Plath isn't. You know, like.
Is it true you're here on a scholarship?
That's right. Athletic. Full ride. Although I have to maintain a pretty high grade point average in order to keep it. Luckily for me, that's not a problem.
So it's okay if you aren't the valedictorian?
It'd be okay with the school, but it sure wouldn't be okay with me. No matter what I'm competing in, I always play to win. The nice thing is, I usually do.
What would happen if you got injured and couldn't play sports for the rest of the year?
From all of them. I mean, it is a girls' school, just saying.
Not be valedictorian. I wouldn't even be able to graduate, which would really shoot holes in my future. So if I get injured again and I find out it's this black cat person's fault, believe me, she's gonna wind up injured too.
I'll let you go.
Hit him hard.
So going back to like, this is probably supposed to be college, but they ended up making it high school anyway. I live near a whole lot of all girls colleges. So there's Simmons University here in Boston. There's Smith College out west in Western Mass. And like, there are so many lesbians. Like, it's so many lesbians. So an all-girls school, this is supposed to be an all-girls college, probably. Like, we are seeing every flavor of lesbian in this game. We really are. Like,
It's already open.
is it though? Can't go in. Izzy gives bye bitch energy. One girl sleeps with everyone.
So how's it going?
great. The girls I met so far
Great.
are bright and interesting and seem to like me.
Of course they like you.
Aw, Ned, you're such a suck-up.
Already that where you fit in socially around here is huge,
They got a pecking order going, huh?
and it is brutal.
D&D alignment chart.
Be myself. Ned, I'm a detective. I'm pretty much here to spy on people.
She yells in the middle of the hallway.
Like I said, just lie through your teeth and you'll do fine.
Like I said, just lie through your teeth and you'll do fine.
Source of those mysterious notes?
They're being sent by someone who signs them as the Black Cat, complete with a paw print and scratch marks.
Ooh.
Valedictorian candidates have been getting them.
Think someone there has a grudge against brainy kids?
Or one of the brainy kids is trying to get rid of her competition.
Being valedictorian is that big a deal?
It's a very big deal. The valedictorian gets a college scholarship, full ride, school of her choice.
But how smart can these kids be if they're intimidated by a bunch of silly notes?
It's midterm study break. The kids who chose to stay at the school are
Study break in midterms?
The notes may be silly, but they're still distracting. And some of the accidents that have followed them have been pretty malicious.
Malicious?
Who the hell gets a study break
Are you?
in the middle of the school year?
Although I am living on the same floor as they are.
You just had to throw that in, didn't you?
Sorry.
Well, you should know this, Ned. Nancy likes living on the knife's edge of danger.
Until something or someone leads me to the Black Cat.
And in the process, you're going to be very, very careful.
Right.
Right.
The way she said that with no confidence whatsoever. Right.
I've met all the valedictorian candidates.
Cool. Tell me about them.
Karine, the girl I'm rooming with, she's not exactly Miss Popularity.
What makes you say that?
So far, I've only met one girl who even halfway likes her.
That's not good.
At this school, it's a disaster.
Keep going. Who else?
Believe it or not, there's a goth living.
There's a goth. Oh, no.
As in weird hair and disturbing body piercings?
Disturbing body piercings. And an exclusive East Coast. It's not on the coast.
Family have been attending Waverly for generations. If you're a legacy, you're automatically accepted.
She has like
You're not automatically.
not even. It's like it's a nostril ring. It's like one
Seem to.
facial piercing.
Don't know that yet.
Maybe I'm a sucker for obvious suspects, but it sounds to me like you should find out. Keep going. Who else?
Izzy Romero is a valedictorian candidate. and student
A
body
goth.
Is she nice?
She is to me, so far. But that's probably because I'm still new to the pecking order.
She's at the front of it?
Oh, yeah. She rules the roost around here, that's for sure. But she's not without enemies.
Roost rulers seldom are.
Roost rulers. Roost rulers. Roost rulers. Roost
A
rulers.
star athlete. And man, is she competitive. Spends most of her time in the rec room trying to get people to play games with her.
She's a valedictorian?
Hello, Amanda. Welcome, welcome.
Like everyone else?
Says she's got everything under control.
Ah, smart jock. Good for her. Keep going.
I mean, Mel is just the best person here. I am very much, for the most part, not into women. I say for the most part, like, the exceptions are so incredibly few and far between. There's a reason I call myself gay. So, not at all into any of the women in this game, certainly. Mel I would absolutely be friends with. I think Mel is the only person I would be friends with, to be honest. I think I would probably hate everyone else in this school.
This girl named Rachel asked me to help her with a school project.
How'd you get out of that?
I didn't. I told her I'd help her. And actually, it's a good thing. Gives me an excuse to go poking around, talking to people.
So what's this Rachel person like?
Well, no one around here seems to like her very much.
How come? Bad breath? BO? Poor taste in shoes?
Leela says she's schizoid, to the point of being scary. And she does tend to keep to herself.
The quiet loner type, huh? Better keep an eye on her.
All the seniors here get assigned weekly work-study jobs. Guess what mine
Work study. Again, that's college.
Collecting milk money.
No,
Sharpening pencils.
snack shop boss.
Snack shop boss.
I have to stand behind the counter in the rec room and fill kids' snack orders. If I don't do it at least once
Still
a
let
day,
this
I
go.
get demerits. If I fill a lot of orders in one day, I get credits.
You sound excited.
I am excited. I like earning credits. I
I like earning credits.
everybody's conversations while I fill their orders.
Ah,
That's it for now.
Call again soon, okay?
You got it. Bye.
All right, let's call Bess 2.
Hi, this is Bess. I'm a little busy right now, but leave your name and number, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, okay?
And now we'll call Megan Vargas.
Hi, my name is Becca Sawyer. I'm a new student at Waverly, and I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions, if that's okay. I mean,
Getting school credits for a school she doesn't even attend is an improvement over her usual nothing wages.
What exactly happened to you anyway?
I was eating dinner at school 3 nights ago when all of a sudden I couldn't breathe. And when I tried to stand up, I got so dizzy I fell right over. So they rushed me to the hospital, and by the time I got there, I was turning blue, and my blood pressure was down to like 40/20 or something.
So you were dying.
I'd gone in anaphylactic shock. But then they pumped me full of epinephrine.
And you didn't have an EpiPen on hand?
My parents were real upset. They dragged me home with them, and they still haven't said when they're gonna let me go back. I even heard them talking about suing the school. Anyway, now I'm real upset. I really miss Waverly. For the most part.
What do you mean? Is there something about it you don't miss?
About 10 days ago, someone slipped a note under my door. All it had on it were the words, "The black cat wants you to start packing," and a paw print with some scratch marks.
Weird.
Then, about a week later, I got another note. All it said was, "Time's up." I went to dinner the next night and...
Wound up in the hospital. You think whoever sent you that note tampered with your food and deliberately triggered that allergic reaction?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a coincidence. I've been to the emergency room on account of my stupid allergies.
Yeah, she knew.
Many times. It's ridiculous. And even if someone did put something in my food,
Honey.
I'm still here.
EpiPen. I have one.
It's not like they were trying to kill me or anything.
It's not like they were trying to kill me or anything. Honey, your blood pressure was like 20/40 or 40/20. It was like basically, you were dying. Like, Lord, okay. I have an EpiPen. I have an EpiPen because I'm getting allergy shots, and they're doing it as a precaution because I might have a reaction that might require me to have to inject epinephrine into my body. This girl knows that she has like a certain level of anaphylaxis that will cause her to be hospitalized. She needs a fucking EpiPen. I don't know why they don't have one.
Who at Waverly knew about your allergies?
Everybody.
I mean, money could be a possibility, sure, except everyone in this family, everyone in this school, save for one, has money.
But I'm really bad at that.
If you had to guess, who would you say the black cat is?
Izzy Romero.
Why her?
Because she's the sneakiest, most spiteful person I've ever known. You've probably met her by now, and I know she doesn't seem that way, but you're new. Just wait.
Thanks.
Just wait.
See ya.
Henry Higgins. I just found out that I can get bonus credits for...
What's going on?
I'd better get going.
Hit 'em hard.
Okay, people, I'm ready to take your orders.
Juice, orange, and hoot.
Such a crush on Mr.
Such a crush on Mr. Harris. Oh my god.
Not every girl.
Orders ready.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. Just the ones who take calculus.
I don't know why my brain just like fully short-circuited there.
Orders ready.
Cute, but he's not really what you'd call hot, you know?
Well, if she doesn't want him, I'll take him. I mean, he's a doll.
These are children. Bothered by this.
Food's ready.
Just tomatoes on bread. Nothing else. Tomatoes on bread.
Come get your order. There, all done.
Give me credits. All right, one more.
The The snack shop is open.
Bagel with cheese. Not even toast.
A teacher order. I've got to get this one done fast. If I'm fast enough, I can earn a credit. Too slow, and I'll get a demerit.
And she gets a demerit just because she took all that time explaining to the camera. And nuts. I like how a teacher can fail you because you didn't serve them fast enough.
Get your order.
1 credit. 1.
Okay, people.
One more.
I'm ready to take your orders.
Lettuce sandwich on a plain bagel or bread. Not even toasted again. Not even toasted. Not even toasted.
I just
Chocolate.
Ms. Lambert asked Mr. Harris out for coffee.
And I just heard
he turned her down.
Orange.
Come get your order.
Bagel. Nope.
All I said was she should try using brown mascara instead of black, and she totally wigged out.
Orange.
Come get your order.
How is she getting these orders? Am I clear?
Come get your order.
No drink?
Food's ready.
No drink again.
All done.
Give me extra credits!
How's it going?
I need to get going.
See ya.
I missed a whole lot of stuff. Okay, here we go.
It's already open.
Since you asked, Digishell, this is Mel.
I called Megan Vargas.
Yeah? How is she?
Not great. She really misses this place.
More likely she's concerned about falling behind in her schoolwork and not making valedictorian.
You two are roommates, yet you don't seem to be friends. Why is
And they were
We're
roommates.
just not, that's all.
I'll let you get back to your music.
Door's always open.
Yeah, she literally just has like a nostril stud. Like that's it.
What's up, Rumi?
And that is apparently now considered a disturbing body piercing to Ned.
It's already open.
What am I doing?
Hey, what's going on?
I better get going.
Bye.
Bye! Okay. Okay.
How's it going?
I'll catch you later.
See ya.
What's up, Rumi?
I've bugged you enough. See ya.
Later.
He's never seen a girl with piercings before. He's very simple. He's never seen his girlfriend before, so...
It's already open.
Greetings once again.
I better get going.
Sounds good.
My God. I need a picture.
Hello, Becca Sawyer.
Hi, okay if I ask you something else?
Sure.
How do you like rooming with Mel?
I don't. We were kind of thrown together because of this valedictorian thing.
Who would you want as a roommate?
Ned and Ken are related. That's so true, though.
Especially since Mel and Izzy would have to be roommates. Oh my gosh, they'd be so busy loathing each other that the chance of either one becoming valedictorian would be zip.
Digital, I think what you just described, however, is like my goal. Associate with people that conservatives in small towns would hate.
It's been great talking to you.
See ya.
Hello, person's entire government name. I know, right? Hello, Becca Sawyer.
Hey, what's going on?
I better get going.
Hit him hard.
Maybe she was supposed to or does know that Nancy is there to discover what happened.
Looks like I need a key.
Is that the key we got? Nope. Is this the key? No.
How's it going?
Thanks for all the advice.
See ya.
Why am I completely lost right now? MDCCCLXVI. It's 1866, so M1000 DCCC, which is 8. LX, that's 5 plus 10, so 6, and then VI 6.
Locked.
This? Hey! We love finding secret things. This isn't spooky at fucking all. The human brain and its untapped psychic potential. Science can be fun, though odds are you'll find this book exceedingly tedious. Dr. Detroit. Macroeconomics in French cinema. Here we go. Chapter 2, Regions of the United States. New England, Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Vermont. Yes, New York is not included in it. It is considered one of the mid-Atlantic states. Since the Mayflower first brought the Pilgrims to the Massachusetts coast in 1620, the New England area has experienced constant growth while maintaining its rustic appeal. The nation's smallest region is also home to some of its most renowned learning centers, including Yale, Harvard, Dartmouth, and Brown. From the picturesque northern shores of Maine's Acadia National Park to west to Vermont's Maple Forest, south to Mark Twain's house in Connecticut, and east to historic Boston, there's always something to see. Left out MIT. I mean, it is a storage area here. Oh, there's a native history part of it? I didn't see that. No. Or you're just... Oh, I see. It's glancing over the whole entire native history of the New England area. Yeah, right. You know, the Massachusetts tribe, the Massasoit, Pawtuxet, anything, literally anything. Ah, we can fuck with the boiler. That's always fun, right? That is a bat. It's a squirrel. I mean, girls don't go to MIT. That's kind of pretty much every one of those that was listed. Women weren't allowed at them for a very long time. I think actually Boston University, I think, was one of the first that allowed women to attend, and it wasn't a women's exclusive institution. In terms of universities, I guess I should say, colleges and other academic institutions like conservatories are very different, because the conservatory I work for did have women who attended in the earliest days of the conservatory. That being said, there was a part of it that was kind of considered like a finishing school almost.
It's open.
How about that? This
What's the
door's
word?
not locked. Maybe I'll pop in again later.
Drop in anytime.
What's up, Roomie?
Do you know where I can get the key that opens the special collections cabinet in the library?
You can get it from me. How bad do you want it?
Ah, we're about to do some more free labor.
There's a book in the collection I'd really like to look at.
Okay, here's the deal. I'll give you the key to the cabinet if you can finish these orthographic views for me.
How do I do that?
Just figure out which views go with which object. Each object has a front, top, and side view. Those are examples in case you need them.
I can do that.
Bring them back when you're done. Anything else?
I'll let you get back to your paper.
Enjoy.
Green's like, bring that back when you're done, and I'm gonna do it right in front of her, being like, yeah, no, I am smarter than all of you. Just saying. Those are noises, Mel. Those are noises. Okay, so no, the front is here. This is the side. Oh, that doesn't make sense. No, okay. That doesn't look right either.
You finished those ortho views for me?
I'm still working on it.
No,
Anything
wait.
else?
I'd better get going. Bye.
Hasta whatever.
After whatever.
Views for me?
I think so.
Okay, let's see what we've got. Sorry, you need to check the front view of this one. Anything else?
I've bugged you enough. See ya.
Later.
It's locked.
You finished those ortho views for me?
I think so.
Okay, let's see what we've got. Front view's wrong. Try again.
Yeah, which one front view?
I've bugged you enough. See ya.
Enjoy.
You haven't made clear which one is the front and which one is the... Okay, so the front is this side, the side is that side. All right. I should read, you know?
You finished those ortho views for me?
I think so.
Okay, let's see what we've got. Something's wonky with the front view. Anything else?
Or the front view in your face.
Later.
Again, you know how to do this. You obviously know. This is the side, according to the sheet. No, front is on the left. Fucking Christ. Okay, front is on the left. So the front is that one. All right. Front is on the left, side is on the right.
You finished those ortho views for me?
There you go.
Looks great. Thanks. Here's the key to the cabinet. Whatever books you take out...
I don't know why
to carry around.
I'm going into this.
And leave the key in the lock. I'll grab it later. Anything else?
The librarian would kill her. Like, don't get me wrong. I want people to use the special collections and archives. But I also don't think giving a student the key to the special collections and letting her dole it out, and then, oh, remember we talked about Sylvia Plath? Right there, Poetry of Sylvia Plath. Ha. Leave the key in the lock. I'll get it later. Is not an answer to access and making sure that these books are secure. (1831) in Baltimore. Worked in her parents' general store. No formal education. Trip to New York City. Witnessed a debate between Edgar Allan Poe, one of his critics. Wanted to study literature. Demanded an inheritance so she could attend New York University. Her father refused. Rita left to pursue her dreams on her own terms. Financial straits, returned to Baltimore. Nursing program at Washington College. 1849. Poe was admitted to the hospital, incoherent, deathly ill. Rita was by his bedside. Founding member of Waverly in 1866. Outgoing and animated in the classroom, but a recluse otherwise. Died suddenly at the age of 41. There she is. I was reading a little bit about the background of them making these pictures, and they took them, they're actual, like, Her Interactive employees dressed up, and they're basically just in the Her Interactive parking lot, and they just photoshopped in everything else after the fact. That doesn't look like what it looks like. I mean, once you get a little closer, it's pretty easy to tell that they are also photoshopped, so.
How's it going?
I've harassed you enough.
No prob.
So what happens if we fix the thing? Come on, go.
This cornerstone looks different than it did in that book.
So let's fuck with it. Oh, I'm having trouble with the... Ah!
Well, hey, little guy. What's up? What are you doing? Hey!
And Nancy didn't do anything. Could have absolutely shooed away the squirrel.
He must have some kind of nest up there.
Hallowell. Okay. You wish to forget anything on the spot, make a note that this thing is to be remembered. Marginalia. I do not wish to forget, but others must before the day comes when it is safe to be recognized for what I have done. Over a decade has passed, yet I continue to feel as if someone were watching, about to expose me for the villainess I in some ways are. Poor Usher, my beautiful cat, is my sole comfort, but he continues to dislike our new home. Even the warmth of his favorite lamps no longer calms him unless accompanied by the piano rendition of their musical narration. First low bass, then coloratura. Experience has shown, and true philosophy will always show, a vast, perhaps the larger portion of the truth arises from the seemingly irrelevant mystery of Marie Roget. Indeed, a day spent afield sketching the beautiful raven has allowed me to discover this for myself. Its cousin the crow is not nearly as noble a creature, but how to tell the two apart from a distance? Close observation of the wedge tail, large bill, shaggy breast, rough and elegantly long primary feathers lead to a wondrous conclusion. Reconstruction of these United States will lead to an even more wondrous conclusion, but that is a subject for an altogether different classroom. Till I scarcely more than muttered, other friends have flown before. On the morrow he will leave me as my hopes have flown before. The Raven. To have known Edgar Allan Poe is to have known genius. Though it is now obvious I shall never be the writer I long ago imagined I would someday become, I have found all the solace I need in his writing, so that I scarcely notice as my dreams depart one by one. With a celebratory dinner, an elegant 9-course meal served with perfect etiquette, I bid the last of them farewell. Years come and go, yet the past remains, a constant undimming shadow, and so I have assembled a group and charged it with, albeit unwittingly, protecting and preserving my hidden treasure. Behind the Dupont Gate, the Black Woods chant shall someday reveal what history deemed lost, but only after someone's dogged curiosity and capacity for clear thought have proved that person to be worthy of the honor. I can do nothing more. Other Poe stories, Rita Hallowell. Fascinating. Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe. So this is difficult because I think I'm technically supposed to figure out how to do this, and I can't do it until that happens, but I'm a musician and I know how this is. So what is it? I'm gonna write this down and then I'm gonna see if it works, and if it doesn't work, then we'll know I was right. This part is the coloratura, by the way. This is in the 4th octave of the piano, which would be alto coloratura. Well, I wouldn't really guess I would call that coloratura. It is higher, but this is bass. I wouldn't actually call it coloratura, really. Coloratura in this sense is meaning higher, but a coloratura would really be... It would still be an alto, I guess, but it wouldn't be so low. So this is C4. All right, so this would be C4, D4, E, F, G, and then this is A5. So then E6 would start here. 5. Wait, am I remembering that right? Having a moment. That is... Oh no, I'm wrong. Sorry, C is the beginning of it. That's because I don't know why C is the beginning. So sorry, this is C4, this is C5, this is A4. That makes more sense, and that's why I was like, wait a minute. But this is still E6 because it's C6. So E6, A5, B5, C5, E5, B4, C5, G4, C4. And then you do, this would be 4, 3, 2, E2, A2, B2, D3, F3, A2, C2. Yeah, you gotta do something else first. Fair enough.
How's it going?
I've harassed you enough.
See ya.
What's up, Rumi?
I'd better get going. Bye.
Hasta whatever.
Come on in.
How about that? This
How
door's
goes it?
not... I'll let you get back to your music.
Drop in anytime.
Hey, what's going on?
I'd better get going.
Hit him hard.
I am now officially confused as to what I'm supposed to do at the next part of this.
That's done.
I mean, yeah, the squirrel puzzle is the only other thing that I can think of. Everything else I've done.
Got another question.
And nothing seems to be moving me onward.
Anyway, it's been
I gotta talk to
see you when I get back to Waverly, okay?
Rachel.
Right. Bye.
So, squirrel puzzle it is, which maybe I'll attempt it once and then cheat from there because I hate the squirrel puzzle. That's my personal nemesis. I hate the squirrel puzzle so much.
What was that?
Screech stream. Well, already in my room apparently. Just hit the save right there. Yeah, overwrite, it's fine.
What I need is an expert tree climber to show me the best way up this thing.
Dude. Dude. Da. Let's see if that worked. Hey, I did it right. That's not terrible. Okay, so 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See, I've already lost it. I've already lost it. I hate this puzzle so fucking much. I literally, I cheated this every single time because I hate this puzzle so much. Thank God for UHS hints, and whoever made this made a map that has the exact path with a screenshot overlay. I mean, to be fair, I'm playing it on senior, so it's still pretty. Almost doesn't look right, but we'll see. Okay, that looks right. Alright, and then the last one, which again, not gonna even try. There's so many tree branches. It is just a little too difficult, and I'm a little too tired for me to actually try to attempt this in a legitimate way. So I appreciate everyone's patience while I am a fake ass bitch. There we go. Ah, chanting.
What's that sound?
Okay, cults now. That's not weird at all. Day breaks. Secret societies, college thing, absolutely. Yep.
There goes my phone. Wait a second. What's this?
What's this?
Looks like Danielle did get a second note from the Black Cat.
And Oklahoma. Oklahoma. Oh.
Hey, guess who just got a note from the Black Cat?
Congratulations. Just don't go all Danielle on me, okay? Stay away from closets.
Don't worry.
Nancy gets a threatening letter and she's like, it's Tuesday. It's snowing. Huh. A ribbon. That's black, purple, and white. That looks strangely gothic. Anyway, Oklahoma is not real. You were correct. Oklahoma is not real. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it there. It is 10:58, so it is just about the end of our stream, and I do have to have a hard cutoff at 11 today, because I have to get up super early and get on a plane. So, yeah, here we go. Midwest, here I come. So that's our stream for the night, and that's our stream for the week. Thank you all again for joining. We will be back again on Tuesday next with more Warnings at Waverly Academy, which, again, it's a fun game. It's a good game. I've played it a couple of times now at this point, honestly. It's actually funny because I opened up... I recently did a reinstall of all of these games so that I would have all of them on one hard drive accessible all the time. I have them all custom added into GeoGeo Galaxy so I can launch them all from the same spot. And I went ahead and looked at it today when I was firing it up, and it's the only one, it's like the only one so far that has playtime. Like pretty much all the other ones don't have playtime on them at that point, because I've only recently added them to GeoGeo Galaxy before doing it, but I played this one since in this last year even, so I do enjoy this game. Anyway, we'll be back with more of that on Tuesday. Until then, I'm going to start by thanking all of my subscribers. Thank you very much for the support that you're able to give the channel. Again, thank you to DigiShow for the gift sub, and hope you enjoy it, Dreamy. I know there's not a lot of great perks with the subs at this point. I'm not very good at streaming on Twitch. I'm very good at streaming, just not very good at Twitch part of streaming. So, but thank you to all the support that you're all able to give. I want to thank my followers as well. Thank you for the support that you're able to give the channel, even just coming out to watch. It's really, really great. If you hit that follow button down below, you will get a notification when I go live. If you want to be notified ahead of time before I go live, you can follow me at BOSTrophyWife on Instagram, at BOSTrophyWife on Twitter, or at BostonTrophyWife.bsky.social on Blue Sky. The most up-to-date places, however, are going to be over here on the Discord. That link is right there in the chat. You can click on that and you'll be invited to my Discord community. It's a fun little community where we do a lot of memes, we share recipes, we show off things we're working on, and we talk about the games we've played and the games we're going to play, including when I post suggestions or post asking for suggestions or look for polls of games that we might play in the near future. So if you want to have a say in what this channel does after we finish I finish the Nancy Drew playthrough again, that is the best place to do that. I do also have an entire stream archive over up on YouTube, BOSTrophyWife on YouTube over there. You can check that out if you're interested in seeing any of the games that I've played before, including the first time that I ran through the entire Nancy Drew series on stream, where I started the channel a couple of years ago, so definitely check that out if you're so inclined. And then finally, I am going to be having surgery in October, and am very happy that I met my GoFundMe goal, but I am still leaving it open and have raised the goal up a little bit because there are going to be some extra travel concerns, travel expenses potentially. So I have raised the goal a little bit, but thank you all for those who have already donated. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for those who have already shared. And if you are at all able to share any further, that would be a huge help. So thank you very much. The link is right there in the chat. So again, thank you all for all of the help and all of the wonderful times here so far. This has been a great stream. It started out kind of interesting, I won't lie. It was started a little slow, but I'm glad we picked up some steam and got things going, because this is a great game and I really want to show this one off. There's a lot to talk about, and I think some of the conversations we've had have already gone wonderfully off the rails that I really am enjoying it. So thank you all again so much. Have a great night, have a great weekend, and I will see you all again next Tuesday for more Warnings at Waverly Academy. Bye, everybody. Mwah.